it's not always a place of roses in what we're doing, because we have often many problems and difficulties. And one young man we housed in Wellington Road, a 2-bedroom flat, with his 2 young sons, was a heroin addict. And his wife had been rather awkward and difficult and had run away and disappeared, and he had the 2 boys to bring up. But he still had his heroin addict, and unfortunately, because he didn't pay his gas bill, they cut his gas off. And we sent our people round to check the electrics, and when they got in the house, they found one of these great big red gas bottles, right, propane bottles, and it was attached to his gas oven. And they took it off and they stuck labels on it saying, "This is not for domestic use," and they removed it from the property. Well, about a fortnight later, we had a phone call saying there'd been an explosion in the house. And we hurried round there, and I tell you, it was like a bomb site. All the plaster was off the wall, the back door had been blown out, the back window had been blown out, all the front windows had gone, and fortunately no one had been hurt. But he had completely and absolutely destroyed the property. Now, of course, we were really concerned because we knew that health and safety would be coming around from the local council, and we didn't want them to pin it on us that we'd allowed him to have a propane bottle in the house to look after his cooking. And they did turn up. We already had known one of them, David. He'd already been around different houses just inspecting them to make sure they were all safe for people to live in. And when he arrived, he said to us, "You don't need to worry about this. We know this man, he actually did it in his last house." And we said, "Well, why didn't you tell us?" And they said, "Well, because of the law. We're not allowed to tell you things like that because that's a breach of confidentiality. So when we do that, we can't do it." And we thought, well, what a pity that he couldn't do that. And so that was one of the hardships that we have to face. Now, the good thing was that the insurance company, we'd bought this property for £25,000, said they couldn't pay out everything on it, so they give us £67,000, which was quite good. And then next door there was a library, and a builder had bought the library, and being our property was now destroyed, he said, "Can I buy yours?" So we said, "How much will you give us for it?" So he said, "I'll give you 90,000 for it." So the property we bought for 25,000, we ended up getting £157,000, and we managed to buy 2 more properties for the price of one. Wasn't that wonderful? God's really good to us in helping us in the most difficult situations.